Well, before we talk about the weather in east central Illinois, subtropical storm Nicole is forecast to get stronger and become a Category 1 hurricane late on Wednesday, probably. The National Hurricane Center has a hurricane watch in effect along Florida's east coast from the Volusia-Brevard County area through Hallandale Beach. Among the areas potentially affected, Cape Canaveral, Fort Lauderdale, and West Palm Beach. Florida residents have been warned they could see heavy rain and destructive winds over the next few days. Other parts of Florida and eastern Georgia are under a storm surge watch. And now what we have currently is the area for Nicole is making its counterclockwise motions there. And again, the targeted area right now, it appears, is really all the way from the Daytona Beach area to Miami. So most of the nation will be watching that closely. Closer to home, we just have a few thin, wispy clouds in the air. And we have conditions that are not bad for this time of year, above normal temperatures and clear skies currently. Our winds have died down for the moment, but they will be picking up again a little bit later tonight, overnight. Hold on to the telescope tightly if you're out overnight early in the morning for that full moon, the lunar eclipse, the blood moon. It will look a little reddish. Hopefully we'll see it through the thin clouds that are expected. Overnight low of 42. Here are those thin clouds. This is about 2 a.m. and you do see that the clouds are clearing after sunrise and then through the rest of the day. Mostly sunny skies, and then we have a few more clouds Tuesday night. And what about tomorrow, Election Day? Well, the hours at the polls are 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. and mostly that will far outdo our sun tables because, again, we have very limited hours this time of year for the sun. Now, our temperatures tomorrow on Election Day ought to bring a nice turnout. We're starting out in the low 40s, and then we're up to the 50s. The winds are going to pick up just a little bit around the 10 o'clock hour, but mostly those winds are fairly calm, at least compared to what we've seen over the past weekend. We will expect a high right around 63 degrees in most of the area. Our midweek outlook, again, a high of 63 tomorrow, still warming, in fact, warming much more on Wednesday, a high of 72, those winds from the south being part of the equation. And then on Thursday, we're still up in the 70s with winds from the south picking up again a little bit on Thursday. So what is responsible for these repeated periodic high temperatures for days at a time in early November? Well, we have a ridge of warm weather, of hot air basically coming up from our friends in the south around election time, imagine that. And we basically are going to continue this ridge through Thursday. Again, this is all the way up through Illinois. And again, this is the upper air, but it does show quite an impact on what's happening. In fact, Friday, it's supposed to get colder as the jet stream demonstrates. We have now a trough developing Friday, and look at this movement through Sunday. It's really going to be picking on our area. Big change is coming up this weekend. In fact, let me step aside and show that to you. It basically begins on Friday as far as the big change. We have a high pressure system through the area on Friday, but cool temperatures, an overnight low below freezing. And then Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, our temperatures are significantly below normal for this time of year. But let's concentrate on the good stuff. For the first 3 days, including Election Day tomorrow, our temperatures are well above average in east central Illinois.